Hello friends, Namaste. This session is about the impacts of tourism. The learning outcome of this session is to understand the positive and negative impacts of tourism and to talk about the positive and negative impacts of tourism in India. The next impact, environmental impact, how a tourist movement can impact onto the environment by the kind of transportation medium he selects, the carrying capacity of the place, whether it has been controlled by the organizing, managing bodies at that place, how the place can be developed and protected by the tourist and the local bodies who are residing in the place. So preservance and restoration of historic buildings also happen. So these are the positive point of tourism impact on the environment. So when we talk about damaging of the environment, the eco-sensitive areas due to mass movement of people where they leave their wastes and disturbs the ecology by, say, just to give an example, tourists plucking the plants there or littering the place with the trashes what they are carrying. So this could create issues in the environment at that place. As tourism is considered a clean industry because there are no factories involved, but tourism can also degrade the environment because of the kind of activities which are involved in the place. So transportation is one of the areas. The waste which are generated by the tourist is one of the concerns, and improper use or overuse of the natural resources due to the carrying capacity of the place is a major concern. I will quickly tell you about the positive and negative impact. Protection of selected natural environments and preservation of historic building happens, which is the positive impact on the environment. The improvement of the area's appearance, that is the beautification, aesthetic, upkeep of the place, cleanliness is taken care of at the destination, and it is known as one of the clean industry, that is no smokestack, no factories. On the other hand, the rise of pollution, that is air, water, noise, solid waste, and the destruction of the beautification, whatever has been happened by the tourist or by the local community, is an issue. The loss of natural landscape due to constructions, due to tourism development, is one negative impact. The loss of open spaces due to infrastructure development is another negative issue. That is, just to give example, when area is called for, it's been defined as a natural resource area or as a wildlife sanctuary, and people residing at the buffer areas are being asked to relocate, and then there is a construction of eco trail. So the open space are lost, or if there is any construction of stay arrangements at that place, the open spaces are lost. Destruction of flora and fauna because of the local host communities activities or because of tourist activities. So this could be an issue at that place. Social and cultural impact. When two people meet, they start interacting, they start understanding each other. So the cultural values which are being exchanged sometimes has positive impact, sometimes it could be negative impact. So if good cultural values are imbibed, taken, definitely it will lead to positive impact, and if negative things are being adopted from the tourist or from the local, could create negative impact. So here we are talking about community, that is the host and the tourist, how they influence the behaviors of each other when they interact, try to adopt others' behavior, know their values, beliefs, their past, and it develops in peace building, as said by Mr. Mark Twain, that travel is like a book. The more you travel, you understand a lot. The same way, when we travel, the perception which a tourist has about a place may change after seeing the culture and the society at that place. And eventually, it will lead to creating of harmony and brotherhood for the entire globe. Interaction between residents and tourists, as I said, can impact creative expressions that could be positive. And if there are some negative, like if there are some restrictions at a place, so by stifling individuality with new restrictions, so there could be negative impact as well. Increased tourism can push a community to adopt a different moral conduct, such as improved understanding between the sexes or increase illicit drug use. So it depends on what habits are being adopted and how it is being understood by both the communities. Safety and health facilities and staffing tend to increase at the same time. Safety problems such as crime and accidents increases at the place. So because of infrastructure development and other additions in the services, the health and safety facility increases at the place, but there are incidents where the crime and accident activities have increased at some places. So to give example, in Africa, South Africa, lots of development has happened, but there are some instances where, because of the friction which the tourist and the local community had, there were some accidents which was being noted, and some kind of antisocial activities was also being observed. And in India, I will talk in the later slides. Traditional ceremonies may be renewed and revived by tourist interest or lost in alternative activities. So this is what, to preserve the cultural tourism or heritage tourism at the place, the cultural activities can be renewed and revived. But to modernize the place based on tourists' behavior, it can be lost as well. So this has to be taken care by the organizations who are available at the places for the management of the destination. The positive and negative impact are illustrated here. When we talk about the positive impact, as we have already seen, because of the economic impact, it improves the quality of life, the standard of living of the local community. It facilitates meeting visitors, so the educational experience, the exchange of information which happens from the tourist and the local community. There is a positive change in value. So if good values are being imbibed, adopted, there's a positive change. It promotes cultural exchange. So the local communities try to learn from the tourists. So as I gave the example, places where English is not a native language, not spoken, but the localites residing in the tourist places start learning English, start learning the food which a tourist would prefer, or vice versa. The tourist wants to have the local food and learn about the food and the language there. Arriving at the place, exchange their culture, their experiences with the host community, and try to understand how the host communities have their lifestyles. So this eventually adds to the cultural exchange program through tourism. The good example here is in Africa. There's a lot of cultural exchange activities which has been seen. In fact, people visiting to the culturally known place in India, like for example Haridwar, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, they started following some kind of religious practices or cultural based activities of garlanding, tilak, arti at their place as well. This is just to give some example. Improves understanding of different communities. So when the cultural exchange happens, the values and customs of other people are known, the food habits are known, it adds to the understanding of different communities. It improves the mindset of people, and eventually it leads to kind of peace building activity, which I really like about tourism, that if when we start going to places, when we meet people of other custom, other origin, we try to understand their mindset, and eventually our perception, our limited thinking for a particular community can change, and we can try to have addition of love, brotherhood among the people residing in other part of the country. It preserves the cultural identity of host population. So this is the positive impact if it is the kind of tourism which is being promoted at that place is of cultural tourism. But there are many instances which I'll talk in the negative impact, that it could be vice versa case as well. So as I've given example, that Rome is known for its cultural tourism. In India, Rajasthan, Gujarat, UP, Himachal is known for their own cultural identity. And because of the kind of demand they have in the tourism market, they are able to retain their cultural identity. The tourism increases the demand for historical and cultural exhibits because of the cultural tourism and the kind of demand tourist has to visit the historical places, know about the heritage, monuments, the culture. So eventually the demand is increased, and that is the reason the preservation, protection of the historical places also is being increased. Greater tolerance of social differences. Just now I said the peace thing. So once we start knowing the mindset of other people, we have that tolerance. We start knowing other people, and our perception changes, our limited thinking changes, and which eventually adds to avoid the social differences. Satisfaction of psychological needs. So this is very important. As said by Mark Twain, travel is like a book. It makes you understand about places. The more you travel, the more you are learned. So it gives you that satisfaction of the psychological needs. If a person staying in Asia moves to a place in Africa, will get to know the lifestyle of Africans, will get to know the culture of Africans, their challenges in that place, and would have some kind of tolerance, some kind of mutual understanding, some kind of satisfaction of this their own mind needs. So this is very important point of tourism impact. Now when we talk about the negative impact, it has been observed in many of the places that because of the attitude and behavior of the tourist or the demand, there are kind of excessive drinking alcoholism and gambling activities started at a place where it was initially not known for or what was not happening. To give example here is it's of place in Goa. I will let you know in the next slides how it has affected the place. And then many more places have seen such kind of activities being induced at a place where it was not happening just because of the demand of tourists. Increased underage drinking. So because of the demand of tourists for uh, drugs activity or alcohol consumption activity, this illegal consumption of drinking drugs have been started at places, and even the host community uh, kids start getting involved into these activities. So crime, drugs, prostitution, as I've already said, these are all negative effects of tourism which affects the society and the culture. So this has to be taken care by the social as well as by the tourism bodies at that place. We need to check that the tourist demand of such kind of activities should be curbed and should be controlled. And even if a place is not known for such activities, and if the tourist demands should not be catered, and there are vice versa cases as well. Increased smuggling. So places which is known for tourist activities as a tourist attraction, defaulters start getting involved into smuggling activities of drugs or expensive items, imported items. Language and cultural effects. Here in this positive point, we have discussed that there is an exchange of cultural activities, there is an exchange of uh, tolerance, peace, developing of peace building activities. But on the same way, language and cultural effects could affect as a negative impact on the place. So if a place is having people which are those who are not educated or get influenced very fast of just by observing the ill habits of tourists, it may impact the host community, or the tourist may take the ill habits of the host community and it may impact there on the family of the tourist as well as where he returns back to his place. So this is all related unwanted lifestyle changes. So if the control check and the people are not made aware about this, this could be the repercussions, the negative effects, impacts of tourism. Displacement of residents for tourism development. This is one of the negative effect where it has been seen that the residents are asked to leave a place just for construction of some hotel or the buffer zone or some infrastructure development, or there are at some instance there are some places where the residents move to a known tourist attraction just for livelihood. So this kind of activity starts increases because of the tourism impact. Negative changes in values and customs. So here we have seen that there is a positive changes in value and custom when the people take the good things, but if they start taking the negative activities from the host community and from the tourist, this is the negative changes could happen. So as I said, like getting involved into illegal activities, antisocial activities will lead to negative impact. Family disruptions happens, like host community leaving their family just to fulfill the demands of tourists or going to other places. So family disruption could be one of the negative impact. Exclusion of locals from natural resources. So just now I said displacement of residents for any kind of tourism development will result into exclusion of locals from natural resources. There would be a lot of resistance as well, which I will explain in the next slides. Then there would be modification in the social structure. The earlier traditions which were followed could change because of the cultural or values changes, and public relation, political, natural calamities can have its own negative impact on the place. One of the best example which I wanted to tell in the ecological impact is of the Great Barrier Reef, which was highly impacted, polluted because of mass tourism. And then now, because of the control mechanism, there are NGOs, there are tourism bodies who are trying their hard to bring back its original beauty. We will quickly talk about the impact of tourism in India. As we have already spoken about the growth and development of tourism in India in the earlier sessions, I will just talk about the impact of tourism in India. So the positive impacts of tourism in India is highlighted with the kind of income and employment which is generated through tourism. So in India, tourism is one of the fourth largest service sector which contributes to the GDP, and it is almost 9.2% contributing to the GDP. And when we talk about employment point of view, it is contributing 8.1% of the total employment in India. So it's a very good contribution, percentage of contribution from the service sector. Now, the source of foreign exchange. It was observed and been noted that in the year 2019, 29.26 billion foreign exchange earnings were through foreign tourist arrivals in India. And the statistical data till March 2020 is 6 billion of foreign currency exchange earnings happened in India. After that, because of the impact of COVID-19, the data, the statistical figures are not available. The contribution has gone down because of the COVID-19 pandemic ill effect. Now, when we talk about the preservation of national heritage and environment, which we have seen under the socio-cultural impact, it has been observed that most of the UNESCO listed sites in India are preserved well under the Archaeological Society of India, ASI. Just to give example, there are these heritage sites: Taj Mahal, Qutub Minar, Ajanta and Ellora caves are being protected and preserved. Whereas the environment point of view, lots of national park, wildlife sanctuaries under the forest department of the states are being conserved and protected. Talking about the developing of infrastructure, as I've already quoted the example of the Commonwealth Games which in 2010 which happened in India, there was good infrastructure development which happened in Delhi as well as nearby cities. Same way, because of the development of wildlife sanctuaries, national park, nearby rural areas are being developed with transportation services, healthcare facilities, and other attraction places are being provided with sports centers like the adventure places in northeastern areas, Himachal Pradesh, and facilities of food and beverage activities are also being developed. Promoting peace and stability, as we have discussed in the social and cultural positive impact, when a tourist goes to a place, knows about the place, knows about the lifestyle of the people residing in the place, and then he changes his perception or tries to develop a mindset what he was not having earlier about the place. All these things helps in promoting peace in the world, which is very important, and especially in developing countries like India, because of the provisions of job, good income, the economy, protecting of environment, cross cultural awareness, it adds the peace and stability in the community. So leaving the negative effects of tourism, if there is a good mechanism, good control on the negative impacts of tourism, definitely peace and stability can be integrated at the destination. Now we will talk about the negative impacts. As I said earlier, that because of kind of inflow of tourists to a destination, it may affect the social and cultural at that place, when we talk about host point of view or the tourist point of view. So here when we talk about in India, specifically the example of Goa has to be quoted, which was affected a lot because of the movement of tourists in 60s and 80s, and it was observed that hippie culture was being adopted by the local people in Goa as well, which was a grave concern to the state bodies and to the entire nation. And then later on, lots of control mechanism came into picture, and the bodies started having a control on their tourism activities in Goa. So that is the reason the curb to smoking, drinking, smuggling, and there was a nude beach which was closed in past 3-4 years, has been observed in Goa. Similarly, places of tribal importance like in Andamans, Nicobars, Lakshadweep, and in Rajasthan, there were some kind of unsocial activities which was being observed. Gradually after the human rights activists, when they started pointing out the illegal activities happening in these places, there were modifications, there were changes which were being seen after the points were raised by the human rights activists. Increase of tension and hostility. So this has also been pointed out, seen by the undesirable social and cultural challenges, changes which happens in the host community. There are kinds of crimes which are committed against the tourists. So in India in 2019 it has been reported most of the crimes cases which happens was observed in Delhi, where the tourists are cheated or being extorted or physically being exploited, and even it could be vice versa case as well for the host community as well. So if there is some misunderstanding, there is some defaulters who try to destroy the product, can cause tension and hostility at that place, creating a sense of antipathy where there is a dislike among the host community. Say for example, in most all inclusive package tours, more than 80% of travelers' fees go to the airlines, hotels and other international companies, not to the local business and workers. So this kind of little benefit which is given to the local people, there is a dislike which is being created among the local people, and they feel that they are being exploited by the intermediaries or by the tourism bodies. So that has to be taken care by the destination management organizations who are involved in the destination as well as the governing bodies. There should be no economy leakage. Just to give example, when there is any relocation of people where people are being asked to shift from one place to another just because of tourism development, and if they are not being rewarded and being compensated properly, there's a kind of antipathy, dislike which is being created among the host community, and they don't like tourism growth at that place, and they don't want to welcome tourists happily. So this is all about in today's session. We had discussed the impacts of tourism, the three impacts, which are the economical impact, the environmental impact, and the socio-cultural impact. And I have tried to explain in detail about the impact of tourism in India. Hope you would have liked the session. Thank you.